Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, and the Wolfpack is gathering and starting to howl in Carter Finley Stadium as they are ready to see NC State go to work. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. He'll call for the fair catch here. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. RPO complete to open the drive. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And on second down for this offense. They'll go right back to it. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
From the gun, running back on the move. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the tight end outside. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Handoff to the lone back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Using the quick game. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This is is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, but he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
And the Chanticleers come to the line with a new set of downs. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
He's looking for an open man on second down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
They're about to snap it for the 10th time on this opening drive, but they need a conversion to keep the drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. After the miss, no change in the score.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
Finds his tight end. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting because right now they got the run and they got the pass work.
Touchdown, NC State! And they break the seal on the scoring.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
From the gun, the ground game. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pass.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got him downfield. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Coastal. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Gonna run it. It's Peppers.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited. The fans aren't going crazy. But those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Going to take a shot at this DB. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up 4th down.
They'll pass on the 46-yard field goal attempt and go for it here. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. First down for this offense. The give to the back. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Takes the handoff. It's Peppers. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
You've got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Out of the shotgun on third down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. He's got it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The shot that clears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Quick release on the RPO. Still on his feet at the 45. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Comes out throwing on first down. Unloads it left. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, as a quarterback, it's going to be tough throwing comeback routes against this guy. He does such a good job breaking on the ball, and he's able to swat it away.
On second down, just keeps firing. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
That's reeled in. It's Koo. Smashes ahead. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Touchdown, Wolfpack! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. He's looking to throw. And he gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the good coordinator.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Slips away. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Just trucks through it. Oh, look out on the right. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. He'll pull it on the read. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Bunch formation for these receivers. Dialing up a second down pass play. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the shot that clears will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And the returner is stopped. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's going to pass. That's caught. It's Peppers. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's going to take off. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that 6th sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the 1st down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. Finds a crease at the 20. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
How many 1st downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out, continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
To the ground with the back. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They'll immediately call timeout. NC State. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. He's back to throw on 2nd down. It's complete to the left. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. One more snap coming before halftime. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He's going for a big play downfield. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. Looking for more room. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The shot that clears will kick it off to start the 2nd half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
He turns that loose down the right side.
Love the coverage on the back end. The defenders staying right by the receiver, the intended target. And as a result, that ball's incomplete.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Lost the defense, he's wide open. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight it, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. They'll put the tight end in motion. Off play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Listen, the comeback route is one of the more difficult routes to throw in college football. You see zone, and they're bailing, getting out of there. Nice job by the receiver, sticking his foot in the ground, coming back to the quarterback, catching the ball. Nice pitch, nice catch.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Absolute shame. Missed it. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better.
NC State, 17. Coastal Carolina, 7.
Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
They'll throw it on first down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. One step wrap, two step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He'll pitch it. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch past the sticks. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Power football with the run. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They go to the ground. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. And the shot to clear is headed quickly to the line.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it, that time to hand it off.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Wide out in motion. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Grab near the sticks. It's Paul. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Touch pass on the right. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Snap it to the back. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
Now, a 4th down.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Get set, get set.
Quick pass on the fly motion. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
On the play is a turnover on downs.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Working the middle, it's complete. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, NC State 17, Coastal Carolina 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. Swings it out to the flat. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
On second down, looking again to throw. Finds the tight end. The shot that clears, get it past the sticks. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it from the gun. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. He made the catch, past the marker, also past the sideline. He's out of bounds. It'll be 4th down. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the shot to clear will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, shot to clear. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Mississippi State is in serious trouble right now. I'm not sure some folks won't be asking for a refund on their NIL investment. A putrid performance in Starkville.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. Now on second down. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a third down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a first down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
They're bringing heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be dragged down.
And the Coastal Carolina offense will take over
the Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can harm. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
Quick completion on the out route. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to get it through the air. Finds his big tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
A lot of times when you think about speed back, speed, you think on the edge. You don't think in between the tackles. You don't think about breaking tackles. They try to break your ankles. The problem is when you're trying to run there as fast as you possibly can, a lot of times you don't get to put a good hit on him. And in turn, you see he breaks tackles and makes big plays.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving out of the pocket. Looking to the big tight end. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. On the move at the 30. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
I love defenses that make big plays, that understand what they're trying to get from the offense, understand how to attack it, jump some of these routes, make these interceptions, and then not only that, when you get the football, try to do something with it.
Touchdown, North Carolina State! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money, he's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Looking for a crease to the left. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this is a no-brainer. It's fourth down. We're down multiple possessions. We got to make this happen. We got to get the first down. We can't be worried about the clock. Then we got to go fast, work the sidelines to the best of our advantage to save as much clock so we can get multiple scores.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Forced out of the pocket. He's looking on the right side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. The shot that clears will have it 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Trying to find his man on first down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. He leaves it with his back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got him, and they convert. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
And this will be the 9th play of the drive. Off the play fake. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Back open in the middle. Makes a catch and knocked down. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's McLeod. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
3rd down, and this crowd will pull out a vocal cord to help this defense. Throws to the tight end. Makes the catch. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They move the tight end all over. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Looking for the score. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Inside the 50. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Wolfpack. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
Well, you don't see this very often. So much for fighting until the bitter end as they'll take the unvictory formation. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the part each and every week, and that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players, they've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer,